Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. So Marjorie Taylor Greene slaps Fani Willis with another criminal complaint over relationship with lover Nathan Wade as embattled prosecutor attempts to squash subpoenas that would require her to reveal details of their affair. Trump ally Marjorie Taylor Greene has slapped Fani Willis and her secret lover co-prosecutor with another criminal complaint. It comes as the Fulton County District Attorney, Fani Willis, is trying to squash subpoenas top prosecutors in the Trump 2020 election interference case to testify at a hearing next week over whether they should be booted from the case. Greene is calling for an investigation of the Georgia State Ethics Commission into whether Willis and Wade flouted the state's transparency and ethics rules. Greene's 4-page complaint alleges Willis did not disclose suspicious relationships and transactions she made in relation to Wade. Willis failed to file personal financial disclosure statements in the years after she opened her high-profile investigation into Donald Trump 2020 and 2021. The complaint said Willis's relationship with Wade illegally tainted the prosecution, and the missing disclosure showed intentional or demonstrating at least a wanton disregard for her duties and the law. Meanwhile, a new 36-page motion describes the subpoenas for the district attorney's office ill-conceived and based on reckless accusations and urged Judge Scott McAfee to block the attempt to compel Willis, Wade, and others to testify at the hearing. I believe if you're an honest person, if she was honest in this and innocent, she would be very forthcoming with all the investigations saying, bring it on, you ain't got nothing on me. Instead, she's fighting against testifying in this hearing next week so hard, you gotta wonder what all it is she has to hide. It comes after Willis was accused in a stunning court filing by one of Trump's co-defendants of having an affair with Nathan Wade, who was paid more than $600,000 as a special prosecutor assisting her office. He had never actually prosecuted a RICO case in history before either, so he's not even qualified in my opinion. The former president pointed to allegations Tuesday and said it meant Georgia prosecutor was totally compromised and that the racketeering case against Trump and 18 co-defendants has to be dropped. Greene is calling the allegations a sign of an illegal conflict of interest in the case against Trump. What do you guys think? Is it an illegal conflict of interest? Is it just a conflict of interest? Or is it just normal for them to do what they did? Willis and Wade have yet to comment publicly or respond in court filings to the complaint. The Georgia representative is pointing to invoices submitted by Wade and Willis's office for multiple trips to Washington and a November 2021 billing submitted for 24 hours in a single day. Yeah, the multiple trips to Washington were to presumably meet with Biden's White House over how to proceed in the RICO case. And the 24-hour billing in a single day was 24 consecutive hours that Nathan Wade turned in to be paid taxpayer money, essentially, in his prosecution of Trump. If proven true, these actions against Fani Willis serious lawlessness, including potential violation of public oath, Greene writes. And I agree with that. And additionally, if it's true, I think she should be disbarred and then investigated and possibly jailed. She adds that the claims against the pair show an unlawful partisan pattern to illegally politicize and weaponize her public office. Agreed. Trump blasted the bombshell revelations about the alleged romantic relationship between Fani Willis and Wade, a private lawyer serving on her team. She was out of her mind, Trump fumed about Willis. Now it turns out that the case is totally compromised. In fact, they say she's in far worse criminal liability than any of the people she's looking at, he claimed. So I think when you look at what happened, they pay a lawyer with absolutely no experience $700,000 who happens to be your lover or boyfriend, and then they go on trips and vacations together, very expensive vacations together, and the reason they paid him so much is because he's after me, Trump continued. He said legal analysts he spoke to told him the case had to be dropped, although it wasn't clear if he meant the case against former Trump campaign official Michael Roman, who raised it in the bombshell filing, or against Trump and the other associates accused of conspiring to overturn the election results in the state. Trump was also hyping the allegations in a fundraising pitch to his supporters. The Atlanta prosecutor behind my mugshot has now been exposed for impropriety in the case, according to the appeal. The filing doesn't provide documentary proof of the allegations. It states the sources close to both the special prosecutor and district attorney have confirmed they had an ongoing personal relationship. So as the days go by, it just doesn't get any better for Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. But I think and hope with this long list of evidence that if nothing else, these two are simply removed from the case pending further investigation. And then hopefully that investigation leads to, like I've mentioned before, them at least being disbarred for abusing their power, Fani Willis possibly jailed for the misappropriation of funds, over $1 million total between the few things that she's been accused of. So if these accusations end up being true, I certainly hope she'll be held accountable. And if you agree with that, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.